right, in this video I'm going to talk about positive and negative intervals, and we're going to take a look at a few examples. But first thing I want you to understand is that I want you to kind of imagine yourself on a roller coaster, and sometimes the roller coaster stays above ground, but oftentimes it goes down into tunnels. So positive intervals would be those that lie above the x-axis, and negative intervals would be those that lie below the x-axis. So let's take a look at this graph. We can again highlight the sections that are above the x-axis, and this is something you'll want to write down in your notes, is that positive and negative intervals either lie above or below the x-axis. So I'm going to go ahead and take my highlighter and highlight those that are above the x-axis. So these are the intervals that are positive, and if I had to write that, I would start here at -5 and run it to -1. Now I'm not going to include either of these endpoints because we have a hollow circle here, and this graph is neither positive or negative when it hits 0. 0 just disqualifies it from being positive. All right, so we have another branch over here. It starts at 2 and ends at 6. And so again, you can put the correct notation here. The negative interval is this little piece right here, and that begins at -1 and runs over to 2. And again, we're not going to include where it hits the x-axis because that's where it partners with 0, and 0 is neither negative or positive. All right, let's take a look at one more example. All right, we have some branches of positivity, actually just one, and 2 branches of negativity. So again, this is where I did some colors. So if I wanted to start with the positive intervals, I would start with, it starts at 4 and ends at, -4 and ends at -1. The negative intervals includes a couple different branches, from -5 to -4, and again you're reading the x-axis, and then we're going to start at -1 and run it over to 4. All right, so that's how you determine a positive or negative interval. So I'm going to conclude this lesson here. It's quick and short and sweet, I should say, and hopefully this will be helpful as you answer some questions on the homework.